Jermaine Dupri. We going right back to the Breakfast Club. It's Breakfast Club today. Breakfast Club today, man. I saw this video yesterday and I meant to talk about it, but I forgot. Jermaine Dupri is suing Sony Records. Did y'all hear about that? Amazing. Another Atlanta person, Atlanta native. Jermaine Dupri is suing Sony Records. We're going right back to the Breakfast Club because they're so thorough at their information. Why not use them? Here we go with the ads. No, I told you I'm broke, so I don't have premium YouTube at the moment. But I will be getting it very soon. I promise you I will once I start getting paid.
Let's talk about Jermaine Dupri and So Def. So there was a lawsuit that was filed on July 6th. I received it last night. Jermaine Dupri, So Def Recordings, and So Def Productions is suing Sony. They're claiming that Sony spent years failing to pay proper royalties to music tied to Escape, Da Brat, Criss Cross, Jagged Edge, Usher, Mariah Carey, Bow Wow, Jaquan, and Bone Crusher. He's actually asking for $18 million. He says that that this is like a 32.
Damn, Sony, get that man in me. Y'all been holding the check all this time on all them artists. I thought you were just gonna say somebody like, Jagged Edge maybe. But all them artists, yeah, y'all couldn't go as far back as Criss Cross, because Criss Cross was on Columbia. But it seemed like after, because he went to Sony, guess around maybe Brat's second, third album, I think something around there, if I can remember correctly. Y'all been on this man all that money. Jermaine Dupri, get your money. Get your money, Jermaine. Get it. Keep on listening.
2-year-old business relationship that is now going sour, and he's saying that it wasn't just like a mess up or like something that was like a small clerical error, that this is...
Hold on. How long that business relationship was? We got to hear that. Very important. Very important.
Old business relationship that is now going sour, and
God dog, man.
He's saying
we're trying to get the number of years.
Bone Crusher. He's actually asking for $18 million. He says that that this is like a 32-year-old business relationship that is now going sour, and he's saying that it wasn't just like a mess up or like something that was like a small clerical error, that this is specifically Sony allegedly underreporting royalties and failing to report other royalties at all, and altering like old statements allegedly once money questions started to get louder, and as they started to ask questions. So now he is saying that he is owed this sum of $18 million across all of the music that I just talked about. And I did reach out to Jermaine Dupri's rep for a statement, but it's an ongoing legal litigation, so they're not making any statements right now. But
I completely believe Jermaine Dupri, simply because Jermaine Dupri has been a person who's been on top of his business since day one.
Yeah,
I mean, it's his father. His father's a huge music executive, Michael Malden. So if Jermaine Dupri says he's owed some money, I'm pretty sure Jermaine Dupri is owed some money.
Yeah, they have to audit it out, find out where everything goes, and he'll get his money.
Yeah,
it ain't gonna be that easy, but they're gonna have to audit them out.
But I'm sure that probably came from an audit. Maybe he probably already did an audit, and that's how you got that.
It says in the documents that once questions had begun to be asked because of certain things like different artists and stuff like that, that's when there were certain things that Sony wasn't producing allegedly correctly.
Like, he get his money.
Specifically, it's I think I just mentioned it. It says once the money questions started to get louder, there were old statements that were being altered once questions started being.
So they went back and altered statements once he started seeing that the check was short. This is why you can't trust nobody, y'all, especially y'all music artists. These record labels begin you. That's why people going independent now, because these record labels begin. You see what's going on with your boy Drake? Because of the bots or whatever he said, money was missing, or bots or whatever it was. He's suing UMG. So, you got to stay on your money, man. It's like that. And that business is also like that in the film business. You have to sue your audit your distribution label. That's why I'm independent with my movie, Don't Blow My High, on Tubi. Right now, you can also watch it on YouTube on this channel if you don't have Tubi. But Tubi is free. So why not go to Tubi and you can watch it on Tubi and I can get paid from it. It's a win-win situation. Don't Blow My High on Tubi and on YouTube right now. But anyway, your distribution label, you have to sue them, because sometimes if you go with them, they won't give you no money. And you won't never get paid if you don't, find out how much they owe you. And speaking of Sony, people suing Sony, y'all know who else sued Sony? I know y'all know this. Your boy had big problems with Sony. So Sony been doing this. Your boy had big problems with Sony. Your boy had some big problems with Sony. You know who I'm talking about? I'm talking about the king of pop, Michael Jackson. Man, let's hear what Michael Jackson got to say about Sony, man. Because he had some issue with Sony himself. So let's see what Mike, the king of popular. The king of pop. You know that's what pop means now, right? It means popular. It's short for popular. Some of y'all might didn't know that. Pop is short for pop. So when they say pop music, they're saying popular music. That's all pop means. It just means popular. So Michael Jackson is the king of pop, most popular artist ever. Let's hear what Michael Jackson got to say about Sony Records and his situation that he had.
Anyway, first let me say, I really don't like to talk that much. I really don't. I prefer to perform than talk, but you know, let me just say this.
What did that say? What that song say, Mike? I missed that. What that song say? What that song say, Mike? Let's see what that song says. Sony kills. Damn, Mike. They killing people. They offing people out here too. I just thought they were just stealing money. They stealing and they killing. Damn. Okay, let's continue.
You know, let me just say this. The tradition of great performers from, and I really want you to hear what I have to say. The tradition of great performers from Sammy Davis Jr. to James Brown to Jackie Wilson to Fred Astaire, Gene Kelly. The story is usually the same though. You know, these guys work really hard at their craft, but the story ends the same. They usually are broken, torn, and usually just sad. And the story is very sad in the end. Because the companies take advantage of them. They really do. And Sony being being the artist that I am at Sony, I've generated several $1 billion for Sony, several billion, and they really thought that my mind is always on music and dancing, and it usually is, but they never thought that this performer myself would outthink them.
Yeah! So they thought Michael was stupid. They never thought he'd outthink them. That's what they think about you. Artists, performers, actors, singers, rappers. They think you're stupid, that you're dumb, that you're not going to check the paperwork. That's why you always got to keep your eyes open and stay focused on your business. Because if you don't, they will get over on you. This world, this system is ran by evil wicked people. Most of them worship the devil. They don't believe in God. They don't believe in the sanctity of anything. And they will rob you blind and then kill you. Trust. So Michael said they thought he was stupid. They was sadly mistaken.
We can't let them get away with what they're trying to do, because now I'm a free agent. I just owe Sony one more album. It's just a box set, really. It's with 2 new songs, which I've written ages ago. Because every album that I record, I write, like, literally, I'm telling you the truth, I write at least 120 songs every album I do. So I can do the box set, just give them any 2 songs. So I'm leaving Sony a free agent.
That's what's up, Mike. So yeah, Sony has been getting over on artists for decades. They got over on the greatest entertainer of all time, Michael Jackson. So what makes you think they wouldn't get over on Jermaine Dupri? So sad how this industry does people. I'm rooting for you, Jermaine Dupri, even though you dumped Michael Jackson's sister, Janet Jackson, which I never understood. Well, I don't know if you dumped her or she dumped you, but I know you didn't marry her. And I ain't never understand that. You know, it's only recently that we found out Janet Jackson be having little attitudes and stuff like that, but she's Janet Jackson. Come on, bro. Jermaine, it's Janet Jackson, bro. You tripping. That might be why Sony coming at you. They like, this nigga dumb as hell, but you fumble Janet Jackson? We got to take this nigga money. He fumbled Janet Jackson, bro. Let's get that money. Nah, for real, though. But yeah, man. Michael Jackson, he letting you know right there, Sony is not the good guys. They're not the good guys. Never was. None of them are. Okay? None of them are. All right, so let's see what else is going on out here in this world.